This is the second video of the redox reactions. This is balancing the redox reactions using the half reaction method. This one we have silver plus nitrate yields the silver ion plus nitrogen monoxide. And so we're going to balance this with the half reaction method. In order to do that, you need to start off by identifying the oxidation states of each of the elements. So silver in its elemental state all by itself is a 0. The nitrogen, or the nitrate here, it's a polyatomic ion, so it's equal to its charge. In this case, it's going to be -1. Oxygen in a binary is the more electronegative element, so it's going to get the -2. There are 3 of them, so it's a total of -6. So what number plus -6 equals -1? We have +5, and there's only one of it, so it's going to get all of the +5 charge. So its oxidation state is +5. On the other side of the equation, we have the silver ion. It's a +1 because it's monatomic ion. It gets its charge. And then again, we have another binary compound with, it's not a polyatomic ion. It has no charge. Oxygen gets the -2. Nitrogen has to be the +2 to make that one equal to 0. Easy enough. We have to identify which is being oxidized, which species is being oxidized, and which is being reduced. And so the one that's being oxidized, oxidation is loss. You lose electrons and become more positive. So the silver right here going to its ion, that's the oxidation half reaction. And then obviously this one's going to be the reduction, but the nitrogen is going from +5 to a +2. Reduction is gain. It's gaining electrons. So this right here is our reduction half reaction. And so now we can balance using the half reaction method. I usually do oxidation first. So we have Ag going to Ag plus, and the steps, if you look on the notes, you follow along, the first step is to balance the elements that are not oxygen or hydrogen. They're both 1, that's fine. Then we need to balance the oxygens. There are no oxygens, so that's fine. Then the hydrogens, none of those. And then finally, you want to balance the charges. And to make the charges equal, we want to have an electron on the right-hand side. And now you notice oxidation is loss. Electrons are being lost here. They're on the product side. The other half reaction would then be reduction. And for this one, we have NO3 minus going to NO. And start with the first step. Elements that are not oxygen or hydrogen. That's the nitrogens. There's 1 of each. That's fine. The next is the oxygens. There are 3 oxygens on this side and 1 oxygen on that side. So we have to balance by adding waters. So we add 2 waters so that we'll have 3 total oxygens on each side. Next step is to balance the hydrogens. We have 4 hydrogens right here. So in order to make that balance, we have to add 4 H pluses on the left-hand side. And then finally the charges. The right side has no charge, 0 and 0. The left side has a +1 and a -1, or +4, sorry, and a -1. That makes +3. So we're going to have to add 3 electrons to get it to be the same charge on both sides. Now, we can add these together. And to do that, we're going to need to make sure the charges, the electrons cancel out. The top side only has 1 electron, so we have to multiply the top by 3. So now we have 3 electrons, we have 3 silver ions, and 3 silver atoms. And we can add them together. When we do that, the electrons on each side will cancel out, leaving us with 4H plus NO3 minus plus 3 Ags yields 3 silver ions plus nitrogen monoxide plus 2 waters. And doing this, we did this in the acid, like an acid media, the acid way of doing it. You notice we had H pluses. Now, if we were asked to do that in a basic media, all we would have to do is add enough OHs on each side to cancel out the H pluses. So since there are 4 on the left, we're going to add 4 OH minuses to each side. And when we do that, the OH minus plus the H plus will give us 4 waters plus NO3 minus plus 3 Ag yields 3 silver ions plus nitrogen monoxide plus 2 waters, oops, 2 waters and 4 OH minuses. Now you notice that we have waters on each side. The same species on each side will cancel out. So now those waters will go away and we'll have, we'll only have 2 waters on the left-hand side. And the final equation, all the way down here, 2 H2Os plus a nitrate plus 3 silver atoms yields 3 silver ions plus nitrogen monoxide plus 4 hydroxides. And that's how you would balance it in a basic media. Okay, don't forget to do the quiz at the end. Thank you very much.